Hello and welcome, Lashpreneurs. Do you want to know the biggest thing, the biggest mindset thing that is holding you back from success in your business? Stay tuned and find out what that one thing is that's holding you back. First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tara Walsh. I am a Lashpreneur. I'm a lash artist and licensed esthetician. I'm also a business coach, consultant, and marketing strategist for lash artists just like you. This is the Lessons of the Lashpreneur, where I give you bite-sized strategies, tips, tools, and guidance on how to create a business that you love, where you can start, build, and grow a lash business that's on your own terms. So if something connects with you today, I would love it if you could give me likes, hearts, subscribe, or comments. And if you know of a lash artist or two who should hear this, please feel free to tag them or share it with them. Today, we are talking about this one thing I did at the very beginning of my business that I didn't realize I was doing until I got some hindsight and had a name of what I was calling it. And it's actually from a book by Stephen Covey called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I believe it's habit number 4. And it is the scarcity versus the abundance mindset. I see this plaguing lash artists, not just lash artists, business owners in general, but lash artists specifically, where they operate in this place of fear, where they operate from, I don't have enough. And we're going to get into the 3 resources that lash artists think that they don't have enough of, no matter whether you're just starting out in your business or you've been doing this a long time. It is this mental shift that needs to happen if you're ever going to reach whatever your version of success is. I call it, we're just constantly running on the hustle hamster wheel to nowhere, meaning that you are just burning your wheels trying everything, but you don't seem to be making any progress in your business, in your career, in your life, because we get stuck on this cycle. So let me kind of just explain what the abundance versus the scarcity mindset is so that we all have kind of the same definition of it. So the abundance mentality is accepting and believing that there is enough time, enough money, enough clients, enough hours in the day, enough weeks in the year, whatever. But on the opposite mind, we have the scarcity mindset. And this mindset is what's keeping you stuck and holding you back. That there's never enough. I don't have enough clients. I don't have enough money in the bank. I can't charge enough. There's too many lash artists in my area. It's a saturated market. I hear that all the time. It's a saturated market and it drives me nuts, but I also know that that is a mindset shift that needs to happen. And this scarcity to abundance mindset shift will help you if you are in a saturated market. When you can make this switch to conditioning yourself to believe that there's enough to go around, you stop making decisions in your life based on fear. You stop looking at the limited resources you have in your life that's holding you back, and you start looking at the possibilities on what's on the other side of whatever decision is that you have to make. So let's get into the 3 different resources that we tend to think we don't have enough of. So the first one, let's say clients. That taking the scarcity approach to clients means you don't have enough clients. That we approach a lack of clients like we're the victim of our circumstances, that it's our competition has so many clients and they're so busy and they're so successful, and here we are eating ramen, sitting in our lash salon going, what am I supposed to do all day? Where are all the clients? And when I get people who are stressed about not having clients, the first thing I ask them is, what are you doing to market yourself? Oh, well, I just post on Facebook and word of mouth. Well, how is anybody supposed to know you exist if you don't tell them? How are you supposed to get clients in the door if nobody knows who you are, if you're the best kept secret? That's not a marketing approach. Usually your lack of clients is simply a lack of marketing. It's not that you're not a good enough business owner. It's not that you don't know what you're doing. It's not that you're not a phenomenal lash artist. You just simply have a lack of marketing. If we take the abundance mindset when it comes to clients, you stop fearing or stressing over what your competition is doing because you recognize you're not all competing for the same types of people. You also realize that there's enough clients to go around. There's a lot of eyeballs in this world that we can throw lashes on, right? You also look at yourself as being unique and that you have something unique to offer, that there are clients out there who want exactly what you have to offer at this moment. It's just up to you and this is part of running a business, it's up to you to go get yourself in front of them so that they know that you exist. So that is the scarcity mindset, where I don't have enough clients and I'm worried about my competition because they're doing so well, or I'm in a saturated market and all the clients, are all gone, poof. Versus looking at what makes you unique and individual, and that there is a specific client that you want that nobody else is really competing for. Next thing that holds people back, money. I don't have enough money. Now, I have heard lash artists tie clients and money together, and they can. Well, if I have more clients, I'd have more money. That could be true. However, I have no doubt that there are lash artists out there who are charging rock bottom pricing. They are fully booked, and yet they are still struggling to make ends meet, right? The opposite can also be true. Somebody can charge a really high premium and have no clients and be broke, right? So the scarcity approach to money usually stems from our childhood, something our parents taught us. Whether that was intentional or not, it's usually something we carry into adulthood. You'll know that you have a scarcity mindset around money when things pop into your head like, we can't afford that. If your parents ever said that, that taught you that money is a finite resource, meaning that there's only so much to go around and we don't have enough of it. Or if they said, do you think money grows on trees? That's like one of the common things that of the older generation, that was what they said, right? Like, money doesn't grow on trees, which is kind of funny because if you think about it, what is money made of? Paper. What does paper come from? Trees. So vis-a-vis, actually money does grow on trees if you want to take it there. Anyways, I digress. But that mindset is what taught you that money is a finite resource, that it is a limited resource and you have to protect it as much as possible. But here's the thing, when you're holding on to the little money that you have so tight, yes, nobody can take it from you, but guess what? Nobody can put money back in. Whereas if you open your hand, yes, somebody could take it from you, but you can also accept more money. So kind of keep that mindset when you are thinking about if there's not enough money to go around. If you take the abundance mindset with money, you'll start to see money opportunities everywhere. Money is all around us. And the beautiful thing about being a business owner is that you can create money on demand. What, Tara? How does that work? You get a say as to how and when you stimulate more clients. If you were an employee, you would only get more money when your boss dictated it or the corporation said, it's time for your annual raise. But as a business owner, if you needed to make $100 today, guess what? If you ran a $25 full set special and got 4 clients in, you could make $100 today. Now, I don't recommend that, but I want you to start absorbing the mindset that you are in complete control of when and how you make money. If you want more clients, now we're getting back to the clients as the finite resource, then what needs to happen for you to get more clients? Do you need to learn marketing? Do you need to create partnerships with other beauty providers to get more word of mouth going? Do you need to raise your prices or lower your prices? We have complete control over the amount of money that we have coming in. Now, how we spend it and how we manage it, that all stems back from the childhood. And maybe that's the issue that we need to address rather than, I don't have enough money. Think about it. You could buy something off of Craigslist, polish it up, sell it for $5 more. You could go to the dollar store and buy a bunch of things and sell them on eBay for, $1 more than you bought them for. There's always ways to make more money. For example, in my household, my husband's on a huge binge right now to sell off all of our old kids' clothes and stuff. So he has an app that's like within 5 miles of our business or 5 miles of our house. People can look at this app and buy things, and we're selling off old clothes and we're making money off of that. There's always a way to make more money. You just have to be resourceful and you have to be open. Your perspective has to be open enough to see it and see the opportunities. It may not always be pretty, but if you need money, there are ways for you as a business owner to make more money right away. And last but not least, and this is the one and only resource we cannot make more of, is I don't have enough time. This is the most valuable asset we as human beings have, because this is the one thing we cannot create more of. We do not get more time in this life, and we don't know how much time we have. Now, I don't want to get morbid on this, but this is something that I always go back to whenever I start to get overwhelmed or I feel like my business is going in a direction that isn't serving the purpose that I created it for, is if, God forbid, something were to happen tomorrow, what would I have any regrets, right? Would I look back on my life and be like, I wasted my time stressing about the stupidest things? We don't get to make more time. If you're saying, I have no time, I'm working so much, I'm overworked, I'm burned out, my kids never see me, guess what? You're the business owner. If you caused this time parallel, right? You caused your limit of time, likely because you were operating in this scarcity mindset that I don't have enough clients for so long that even when you did have enough clients, you still added on clients to the end of the day until now you're working, 8 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. You're always working. Your body hurts. You're starting to break down. And I will tell you, when we take the abundance mindset, this is going to sound counterintuitive, but if you're burned out and you have a lack of time available, the thing that you need to do is actually take some time for yourself. But I don't have time, Tara. I have clients who are wanting to get in and in and in. Yeah, you created that problem. And by continuing down that path of always trying to accommodate clients, that will never end. You will always have clients wanting to get in until you draw the line in the sand and be like, you know what? I'm going to pull back on my number of clients and I'm only going to take this amount. But people will be mad. Who cares? It's Lashes. They can go find somebody else. You're going insane and you're burned out by your own doing. So maybe we take an abundance of time is that I have the time to do what I need to do. What a lot of people, and this is for people in general, it's not just business owners or lash artists, is they spend so much time doing things that don't matter, that aren't going to move them forward. And because it's such a finite resource that is the one thing we don't get more of, that's where the overwhelm comes in, right? I'm overwhelmed. I don't have enough time. So my suggestion for you is to prioritize the top 3 things that are going to make you move towards your goals faster. What is going to get you to the goal fastest? Pick only 3. Any more than 3 is when the overwhelm starts to come in. You've said yes to too many things, but only 3 things are going to actually move you forward. Everything else can go away. And I don't care what consequences clients are going to be upset, so they'll be upset. Big deal. That means my house is going to be messy because I clean my house every weekend instead of taking a break. Okay, your house is going to be messy. We'll work on hiring a housekeeper in the future, but you can only do so much. Please understand that you have limitations, that you are only human, not superwoman, right? I am a mom with a business owner, or I'm also a mom and a business owner. Lack of sleep, that's one thing that I've had to give up. But you only get so much time and you aren't able to do everything. So if you can do 3 things really well and move your life forward, you're going to be so much happier and have more time to be able to relax and enjoy all of the work and the effort and the hustle that you're putting in to grow this business. So just to recap you, whether you're time rich and money poor right now, or you're money rich and client rich, but time poor, you created your scarcity reality. The beautiful part is also that you have the power to create it into abundance reality, which means that you see that there is more than enough for you with time, money, and resources or clients. And it's up to you to figure out how to get more of that and what needs to come off your plate or what mindset shift you need to change in order to have this abundance mentality with these limited resources, which are impacting your ability to grow a successful business and enjoy it. So if you want to, there's a download that goes with this episode. It's the Transforming Scarcity into Abundance worksheet. And it's a bunch of questions to walk you through where you're getting caught up and how to get a plan out of that, where you're only focusing on those top 3 things, and also what needs to come off your plate in order for you to have a little bit more freedom with your time, your money, and with your family and the purpose that you created your lash business for. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next week at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Lessons of a Lashpreneur. Have a good one.